Hi guys, welcome back. And today is Monday. I just finished a big grocery haul. I typically do one on Monday, and then if I need to, I'll do a small one on Friday before the weekend. But first, before I show you all the produce that I got, I am going to show you how I clean them. So I always clean my veggies in my sink. This is it, pretty easy. I usually, sometimes I'll do dish soap and I'll just clean the sink that way with a scrubby brush, or I'll use baking soda. And if you guys follow me on social media, you know that I love my morning lemon water. I do it every morning. And I usually always save my lemon peels once I'm done with them. I never discard them, I always save them. So I'll keep them in a mason jar, and then I'll fill the jar with vinegar. And then I'll let it sit throughout the week. And then I'll get rid of the lemon peels and keep the lemon vinegar for my produce wash. And then I keep it in these amber glass bottles, which I will link below in the comments. And I love these. I also have them for like my hand soap bottles. They're great. So I just pour it in here and then I spray it on the veggies. Okay, so here is some of the stuff that I got. I'll start with my eggs. So I always get pasture raised eggs. We love them. They taste great. And then, so we always keep eggs around. My dog also loves them, and we love having them on the weekends. And I also got some avocados, and those are always great. I don't worry about buying these organic because you don't eat the shell. And then I also got some cauliflower. A little pro tip, do not wash your cauliflower when you bring it home. They keep it in the plastic bag to keep it fresh. I did not know that until I made the mistake of washing it, and then a couple days in, it was brown. And then I also get some sweet potatoes. You can wash these right away, but I don't like to soak them until I'm ready to use them, so I'll just wash them with a little scrubby brush. I usually use this one. And then I also got some red onions. We just love red onions. Always have garlic around. So onions and garlic are always on my food shopping list because they just elevate a meal. They just bring flavor. And then I also got some bananas. Usually I'll buy them when they have a little bit more yellow on them, so they're a little bit more available to eat, but they only had green ones available, so I'll have to wait to use those. And then I always get sparkling water. And then I always get these packages of greens. So I always get sweet baby lettuce because we like to do a side of greens with most of our meals. And then I also got some arugula. And then I also got some fresh mint. So I love doing this with lime and raspberry in like some water just to have during the day. And then I also like it in a smoothie. I also picked up some of this vegan mayo from Primal Kitchen. I love this brand. I do eat eggs for breakfast, and I do like mayonnaise on a lot of things, but it's a lot of eggs, and I'm trying to eat less eggs, if that makes sense. And these are the ingredients. So it's pretty clean. It's a good, clean vegan mayo. So I love to use this. We make a lot of coleslaws too because we do a lot of tacos. So this is perfect. Bobby does not like the taste of mayonnaise, so he really likes the vegan mayonnaise option. Moving on to the milk that I buy. So I love macadamia nut milk. I also love coconut milk. I don't use almond milk all that much. Bobby loves almond milk. So you know, we kind of change it up often, but I always buy macadamia nut milk because I love it in my coffee and in my iced matcha lattes. And then I got this vegan cream cheese. This is my favorite vegan cream cheese. The ingredients are so clean and I just love it. I love the way it tastes. We use it as a dip for crackers, and I'll use it as a cream in soups. So instead of like a regular dairy cream, I'll use that instead. And then I'm trying out this vegan butter from Miyoko's. So same brand as the cream cheese. And I'll show you the ingredients. This was probably the cleanest option out of any of the butters that I saw. So I'm gonna try out this vegan butter and see how it tastes. I also always buy a lot of fruit too. So we always have oranges on hand. We just already have some from the previous week. They don't go bad that fast, so we just have a lot of them around. We always have grapefruits, and then I always buy some blueberries and raspberries. We also already have asparagus and cabbage in the fridge. I buy cabbage every week. So once the veggies are done being cleaned, I will show you all of the other stuff that I got today. Okay, so some other things that I usually keep on hand that I didn't show you today are a lot of like dried stuff. I buy it all on Thrive Market. I rarely buy it in the store. But some things that I do like to keep on hand are things like this grain-free spaghetti. I also keep a lot of nuts and seeds, goji berries. I always keep quinoa, lentils, some sunflower seeds. I also like to keep some dried beans in here. Sometimes I'll buy canned just to have on hand because it's a little bit easier than prepping the dried beans. But it is more sustainable to do dried beans over the canned beans. It's also just better. They taste better. And we always have brown rice on hand. I always have things like coconut. And then I also, I'm gonna show you what else we have on hand. Don't mind the mess in the background because we just moved and I am trying to get everything all put away. But I also keep canned tuna. We always do fresh tuna, and I'll always buy some salmon. I always have things like tofu on hand. And then I always keep jars of dressing. I like to make my own, but I do like to buy bottle dressing to keep on hand. And then I also keep things like chia seeds, protein powder, all that good stuff. Okay, so here's all the produce. I buy a lot. I usually buy a bunch of limes. I buy 10 lemons a week. I don't know why I buy 10, but that's just how many I actually go through. You already saw the sweet potatoes, garlic, avocados, red onion, and then I also buy Brussels sprouts. I bought these green onions. I usually use them in sautés. Like I'll do some cocoa aminos and some veggies, and then I'll add some of these in, top it with the greens. I also buy some broccoli because I love it in veggie sautés. I bought some jalapeno and poblano peppers. I love these. If you can find them organic, that's great. But I love these just in like chili dishes. I'll do some Mexican seasonings and then I'll add these in with the veggies. I buy some cucumber. I love this to use to dip in salsa, hummus. I also love adding it to my waters. I'll do like cucumber and mint. Okay, and then I also buy some tomatoes. I think I'm actually going to use these in a little mini salsa. So I might do the jalapeno and red onion, tomato, and then I'm also gonna do some cilantro. And I store my cilantro in water, and this keeps it fresh. I will switch out the water like every 3 days, and it just keeps it bright and fresh. And I love cilantro. I know a lot of people don't love it, but I do. I also buy some radishes. These are great on salads. I also bought some beets. I know that these aren't really a big popular buy, but I truly love them. I will roast them and then use them on salads or just with like dinner. Sometimes I'll cook carrots, sweet potato, and beets for like a root veggie dinner. And then also, I don't throw these greens away. I use them. I will saute them and then use them in my salads or just as a side. I really love them. Just a little salt, oil, and the greens, and that's all you need, and they are delicious. Another thing that I buy is bell peppers. I always buy bell peppers. I use them in veggie sautés, salads, like egg scrambles. I really love bell peppers. That's always a staple on my list. And then this time I bought some eggplant, and I think I'm going to cook up some eggplant in the air fryer. Okay, so that is my grocery haul. I do buy a lot of produce. I buy some packaged items. I try to make everything from scratch. But this is basically a little rundown of what I buy every week. And stay tuned for the next video. If you enjoyed this one, please feel free to leave a kind comment and also share this with friends, family, and don't forget to subscribe.